Hello, everyone. Welcome to match review for the first leg semi-final of the Champions League. I don't know. Maybe we should plan to shoot the review as well. Ne? Keep like a heartbreak.
Yeah.
Keep like a heartbreak. But like now my biggest concern, look, okay. You know, you can't consistently do one thing and hope to get different results, eh? So my biggest thing is us using whatever advantage we can gain. So I was like, maybe sometimes playing these knockout games away first and then coming home, it's like literally baggage and pressure.
And we've been there. We've done it.
We've been doing it and it hasn't helped us. So
worked out for us, yeah.
So I was thinking maybe the fact that we are playing home first can work to our advantage, or we can use it to our advantage, because obviously, like in the knockout stages, no situation is favorable.
Yes.
You have to create your own favor. You see? So I was hoping that we can use the fact that we are playing at home first, use it to our advantage, get a minimum of 2 goals. The worst case scenario, take your 1-0 at home and then transfer the pressure back to Ahly. I still feel that we are transferring the pressure back to them because it's 0-0. If we get a goal there, it's something else for them. You know what I'm saying?
So a 0-0 is not the worst result.
It's not the worst result, but it's my biggest thing, like ability-wise, talent-wise, I think we can match up to anyone on the continent. We've proven it, actually. Not I think, I know we can because we've done it. But now, I think the biggest hurdle we have is psychological. And that we can't hide.
Yeah.
The biggest hurdle we have is psychological.
One of my questions I was going to ask you, Geore, do you think we froze today? Like, we didn't play. It looked like we played with heavy legs, with heavy minds and brains. With you know, it looked like we like referees, a boy.
You know, if we don't get to the finals this season, anyone is at liberty to call us chokers, and I think that's what I hate.
Yeah.
Because it's the same group, but we are much better than we were
5 years ago.
Even like last season and the season before.
Yeah.
Last season, when we were at this stage, we didn't have Tebza. We didn't have. Who were we missing?
Lucas? Did we have Lucas?
We had Lucas. Yeah. The other season, we didn't have Allende. We didn't have Mayem, I think, because they got the Rekatsepedi, remember?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
And it is the season where, like, I think Mayema played his best football, because when we played Al Ahly in the group stages, he was easily, for me, the best player on the pitch. So that's why I get it. Like, my biggest thing is that I think if you do something 3 times, if we fail to jump over this hurdle for the 3rd time, I think anyone who will call us chokers will have a valid point.
Yes, they would.
It's worth an argument.
They would.
You know what I'm saying?
3 quarterfinals in a row, 3 semi-finals in a row.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, and you know, it's such a tough thing because now, you know, like I mean, like, who do you look at, like, Holy Soul? Because you can, like, do you blame the coach? Do you blame the players? Because if you look at last season, quarterfinals, we didn't score both legs. One got the penalties.
Semi-final.
Semi-final, we didn't score. This season, quarterfinals, we scored at home. And then a gutsy performance away. Semi-final, we didn't score. And I was watching Mahir's podcast, and he was mentioning that Pyramids come into the semi-finals as the highest scoring team because I think they scored 18 goals. 18 or something like that.
In the Champions League.
In the Champions League, and Sundowns scored 6 and conceded 4.
That's a big gap.
And that's alarming.
Yeah.
And also, last season, we created the chances. We just didn't convert. This season, 0 big chances, 0 shots on target.
Yeah,
What do you say about that?
I think that's my biggest gripe, really, how we approach today's game. Yeah, Esperance, we scored, like you said, we scored. Yeah, today it didn't look like we were gonna score. Like even when Mshishi came on and then the tempo went up a bit, it didn't look like at no point we looked threatening. That's my biggest gripe at today's game, honestly. And if we were to go out the Champions League because of this performance, I'm sure the players, the coach will be filled with regret because of we didn't look like we were going to score today.
I always say, Hore, I'll bet on Sundowns against anyone in two-legged tie. But when you look at our performance against Chiefs, you look at our performance today, they're similar.
Yeah. Yes.
Bruce Vuma last week made 0 saves.
Yep.
We just got the free kick and we scored the free kick. Kachano El Shanawi did nothing. Did nothing.
Yeah. That's a concern. If April and May and you can't even create the moment. Say Coach Aulangazona when he spoke about these games are decided on moments, but you can't even create those moments for you to take. It's concerning.
Someone actually asked him about the amount of goals we scored in April, and he said we're not playing against like nobodies. We played against Chiefs, we played Ahly, we played Esperance. Because obviously we were free scoring in February. So I hear him, but I don't hear him. You know, because Chiefs are a poor side. Of the big teams in this country, Chiefs are the worst.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And to not create clear-cut chances, and at least miss them here.
But create.
Create them. You see? So, I don't know. I remember the thing Kiwananka Miguel is that Udala percentage football. You see, the thing about percentage football is that when you come out of games like this, like, I
doesn't look good.
It
doesn't look good.
Yeah.
When it doesn't click for you, when you don't get that goal, and you know, when your top players are not at their usual brilliant best, it looks bad. It smells bad. It looks bad.
Yeah, and it's like I want to touch on so many things that we've spoken about before, like the subs, coach. I think our substitutions today dropped our level in a major way. The only sub that made sense, Nelia Shika.
Yeah. Again.
Oh, and also, like, again, the coaching bench, one. But in a game like this, you want to tell me who Rogansa Shaluli Leona Glasales? Sales came up with a big goal out of nothing for you to put him on the Unse Shaluli.
Yeah.
What a blunder of a sub.
Yeah.
What a blunder of a sub. Wabonaka Reynas Matthews. You can see, okay, Why?
And if you are going to, Rosen some shishi at some point, keep Shalou there. You know the understanding between the two.
Thank you.
Keep Shalou in
Thank
there.
you.
So that maybe I could combine shishi and they can do something because they've done it before.
Yeah, so like now it's like you are building this side and then you kill it this one side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Agizi, I don't think the way we are playing, it gives me hope. Finally. I really want to get to the final. I really want to play the Champions League final, and I want to win the Champions League. Marana, I think like all of us here, I really want to win the Champions League at all cost, and at all cost, costing us the identity of this team, costing us some good things that we've built in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So I get actually. I get.
Yeah. No, I know. I get you. I fully understand you. But yes, you want to win the Champions League, but yeah.
Also, now, to be honest, I don't want to win it this way, playing this way.
But is that maybe 2016 was an outlier? Is that the way to win the Champions League?
Because the team that has won it the most and the ones that follow from the North Africa, they've won it like this. Our supporters have relegated themselves to trying to win it like this.
But that's their way to win it.
And it's in their DNA.
Exactly.
It's not in our DNA.
Exactly.
It's not in our DNA. But so I think also like whoever's watching this must understand that everything we're talking about is concerning today's game.
Yes.
When we leave here and we start the new week, we will fully believe for the second leg.
Optimism
will give us something else.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we have to talk about this. Like we can't say we are packing this and then crash out should we not get the favorable result next week. So I think we have to be honest. This performance and this the first leg of this tie. No, false.
Yeah.
False.
The only positive thing is we didn't concede at home.
The only positive. Oh, there's a big positive. But enough of the only positive thing today was watching Tambazwana. I mean, I've been like, we're trying to do things differently. Maybe if I sit in a different position, this pain will give way. But I don't think. And then, also like, to not be like, I'm talking for myself, to be coming out of like a semi-final game, a look at a winner, but not hurt. You know why? Because now I think my hurt in the last 2 years, more especially
2023,
2022, 2023, is that we did everything right. Every single thing right. We didn't lose a single game. And we got knocked out a sucker punch.
Yeah.
So, but like now, I'm not as hurt as then. You know why? Because it's not Rulan. But because this, what we're doing here, doesn't look like it will give us anything. So it's like, but like 2 years ago, the way we were blasting everyone out of the water, it felt like it's our season.
Yeah.
So I don't want this feeling. If we don't win, I want to feel hurt. Because we really stood a chance. You know what I'm saying? But also, I don't want to be hurt because I want to win.
Yeah.
I think that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. No. All is not lost. If we were going to trust anyone, it's these boys who they will go away, go North Africa and get a result, whether it's a score draw or a win.
Yeah.
But
And it's possible.
yeah, definitely.
It's possible. The thing about Champions League is that it's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Oka fitla ko Cairo, wa kona 2 goals ka first half. You know? It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's go into the ratings. Can I read Ronan? Either an 8.5 or a 9.
You want to elaborate?
Look at the moments that came with like a serious threat from Ahly. He dealt with them with ease. With ease. Level at the moments where like they were able to like poke holes in our defense and like chase like a stray ball. Ronan was calm.
Yeah.
In those moments, he was calm. I know it's not like he pulled off like crazy saves, spectacular saves, but he sometimes as a goalkeeper like Ronan actually, sometimes he controls the game so much that he doesn't even have to pull off
Saves.
those type of saves.
Yeah.
So, ke khupula for 8.5.
8.5, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Khuliso.
Khuliso. That is Asho.
Yeah.
He gave him
Big trouble.
big trouble. Yeah, no, he was aggressive. Normally, Khuliso would first minute it, sliding tackle, then physical, and then you're out of the game.
Yeah.
Challenger hard.
Yeah.
Today, that boy was physically Khuliso. He was giving him problems, coming in and out. Like he was.
Like there was a moment where he even missed the tackle, and I was like, "Yo, that's not like Khuliso."
Yeah,
that's unlike him.
Unlike Khuliso.
Yeah, but it was. I think it actually shows you how tough of a game this was.
Yeah, it was a tough game. Tough game. 7.
7. Grant was good. But hey man, I don't know, like it was a bit navy. I don't wanna lie.
It was.
Today it was a bit navy. It wasn't.
Was Hera Elia Bonaya everything was it offside?
No, it was onside.
It was onside.
On. It was onside.
Oh, that's the big chance, Yabon. That's the big
Yo.
chance. Ooh.
It was onside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, noted the Grant.
Was I rating him? 6.
6.
Yeah.
Can we give Musa 6.5?
Yes. He was like there was such calmness, ne?
Yeah.
Calmness, like serious calmness.
Yeah.
You gave him how much?
6.5.
6.5. Do you agree with me if Obru was our best player on the pitch today?
Yeah. Especially the first half.
Denga, do you agree? Obru was our best player, Gajan.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's one thing, like the guys in the squad, they know how to redeem themselves.
Yeah.
They know how to redeem themselves, and I think Aubrey like really made up for the performance against Pirates, performance against Esperance. He really made up for those performances.
Yeah, no, he was.
He was so good. In the first half, he had a 100% pass rate. Like, like I was watching him very closely.
And that to create something.
He was actually doing it, boy.
Yeah,
he was doing it. Like all the balls, the through balls he played to Tashrik were to the T, to Lucas to the T, to Jaden to the T, to Peter to the T, and I liked the one thing I really can say that I liked from Coach Miguel Kachin was what he was doing ka Aubrey. Like I think Aubrey was also maybe a bit more comfortable because you saw him tucking in.
And then
yes, like a double pivot and then Jaden would go to the far left. Tesh would be a split striker, and then Marcelo Lucas would be like our 210s. Like they did so many things like right, but out of those shapes and out of those movements, no big chances came, unfortunately.
Yeah, we were not consistent enough in us doing the right things.
Yes, like we didn't do those type of things
for long
consistently enough. Yeah. I think Obrigado was very good. I'll give him an 8.5 as well.
Okay.
8.5. I think he was the best player on the pitch today.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's been a while since he won at Tebzam. His place has depressed in Chile.
Especially in the second half.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in the first half he was good. I think second half Ella. Also, we had 597 passes. We had the most passes in the first half. Second half we had less passes.
Is it?
Yeah. So I think it kind of is an indication
Yeah, makes
for
sense.
how much we were deflated in the second half.
In the second half,
Yeah. Rating for Tebza?
6.5.
6.5. Marcelo 6.
Yes.
Yeah, Marcelo 6.
Yes.
Jaden from the first whistle gave me what I want our eights to give us. Like, Mara Jaden Akiro, he has that run.
Yeah.
Like that run that gave us the goal against Esperance.
Yeah.
He first 5 minutes he pulled it out of his bag of tricks.
Yeah.
But Nakajeno, I think his level was below par.
Yeah.
Below par.
Yeah.
How much did I give Marcelo?
You gave Marcelo a 6.
I'll give Jaden a 5 today.
A 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lucas?
5.
Lucas Cachino was
Off.
no.
Off.
Today he was off. Like
Nothing he tried worked out. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
yeah, I think today's game, especially in the first half, I think it needed so much calmness, but we just didn't have it. Yeah, I think also we must stop thinking that for us to beat Ahly or to beat the North African teams, we have to blow them out of the water in the first half.
Yeah.
We need to be able to variate how we play, because
That's why
we can't always expect a big score when we play these guys.
Yeah, that's why that Esperance result and performance was such a matured, good result. Yeah, one not to go high.
Yes.
That's why we were quite happy, because we didn't have to blow them out the water. First half, like you said, we were matured. Just that we were not consistent in doing the right things.
Yeah. You gave Lucas a 5, ne?
Yeah.
I think Tesh. I think I'll spare Tesh some grace, because but he was getting in the right spaces, he was making the right runs in the first half, but in the second half he absolutely disappeared.
Yeah.
Absolutely disappeared. I think I would also give Tesh a 5, because I think Yaneli Lucas, like, their performances were not
so good.
Yeah, none of them like lifted us in the way that we needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter.
Shalu?
6.
6 for Shalu?
Was that too high?
Too high. Maybe 5.5. Maybe 5.5. But we were so flat.
No, we were. No, we were.
We were so flat. But I'm really not happy with the substitution. No. I'm really, because if you look at it, like, Renas, it didn't lift us. Yashika is the only one, but Renas is the only one that you could have said it made sense.
Yeah.
Yashika to Jaden also made sense, but sub Yasha. You see, I think one of my gripes, Coach Miguel, is that he has the sub that I think are quota subs. There are subs that are quota subs. Like, explain sub Yetiwane to Obri. Obri was our best player on the pitch. I understand, Okare, hey, you don't want to concede in the last minute and whatnot, but explain that sub to me.
I can't.
That's why
I don't understand it myself.
Okare Tiwani was sold the idea you're going to play Champions League when you come to Sundowns, and then Banahan or hey, Mfanu Okare Mokolota about. 60 minutes of Champions League, so let's give him 10 so that at least Mkolota 50. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying, I'm just, what's the word, riffing or whatever it's called. But Sabia Sales, Lisability and Kachin, those seem just like quota subs.
Yeah,
Ogara Sales on his contract is like, this guy has to play, whether his sub will make sense,
or not.
Because there are times when he's come on, like against Kukuna away. There's some games called Komuripe that he helped us. But Muna, we are chasing a goal here. We are chasing a goal. Like Bonaka Chiefs, you take out Reynas, you put Salas in. We needed runners. We needed someone who will hurry the defenders. Like Obon Reynas, like Kachen he had that thing, but we need a goal, Muna, and you put in Salas. Man, Salas must go back where he came from. No, Humlemo, Mputsuru Salas Urtusaka aim boy. We are in the Champions League semi-final. You are our most prized asset. Salas sometimes when he receives the ball, Ogari he has to check where he is. Ogari is not aware of his surroundings. He's such a funny player.
Yeah.
Like he's very comical. Like Ogari, someone is playing a prank on us. No. Salas must go back where he comes from. He must go back where he comes from. That's not 63 million.
No, it's not.
That's not 63 million chance. Man. They can say what they want to say in the comments. Gents. Safranco gave us the goal. Look at Bank Cup against Royal AM in the M10-8 in the whatnot. But he wasn't good enough to stay for more than a season. Mbutse King Salas must stay here. King, he's 19. He's 19 or 20 now. How old is he? 22. Yeah, Salas is still young. He's 22. How old was Alan when he got here? 23. Why must we have excuses for guys? We must have excuses for local young players that we've nurtured here. A player that will buy for close to 100 million. Or at Brazil, you are an international player. You have to come here and offer us solutions, guys.
And perform.
I won't even get tired of singing the song. Like the only thing that can redeem Salas, go to Cairo, give us a goal, give us an assist. Let's get to the final. Win us this thing, Munna.
Yeah.
What shall we really have carried us up until so far? Shall we really help us get out of the group stages? Reynas helped us get out of the group stages. Lucas helped us. Tashrik helped us. Salas uri tusaka ing. I'm done.
That's a beautiful run. Right.
Reynas.
Reynas.
I think it's a 5.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he had a bad game, but I'm also not saying he had a good game. Yeah. It's just mohar. It's grey. It's not black. It's not white. Yeah.
You are Salas.
I can do you want me to read the entire bench?
No, you said you're retired from rating Salas.
Okay. Read him.
I was gonna say 4.5 actually.
4.5 is a lot, dude. This man cost us almost 100 million. Or not, Haba.
1.5 is high.
3.5, dude.
Yo.
Now it's 3.5. I see I got 3.5. I'm taking it now. And I'm running with it.
Okay.
Now I'm tired of this nonsense.
She got us that sub.
10. 10. She got 10. Moto, I got for so many months not playing. Hatsana, he looks like he's. I got. Temba's one is turning 36 years old this year.
No, this team needs Temba's one.
We are doomed. Otherwise, without him, we are doomed. We are dead.
We're in big trouble.
Big trouble. Gents, I will non-negotiable. 10 Temba's one. 10. Now we'll start him. There's someone else I spoke to, and he would start Temba. Get off camera who it is. But the coach said something, Kashika, Shika now would have to come in ka second half when Rebatala half ground. Not when the game is open, when he has to be up and down. That's what the coach said.
Fitness level side, I can get fit to
Mara, you see now the circumstances
require.
The thing about Temba Zone is that wabona le Ahly ra hatsena le bona ba bona re gents Shule Mutol.
Yeah.
Let's start Temba Zone. Who else came on? Tiwani.
Tiwani.
That's the only sub outside Shika, Sales,
Renas.
and Renas.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
Rate him
5.
5. Now please read the coach.
5. And exactly. And it's because of his comments. Coach,
Neo says he's rating the coach 5 and it's because of his comments.
coaches deflect, but you don't deflect and attack your fan base. Worry. It's the weekend, guys. But partly in their numbers. People are here, partly. And because your team didn't perform well, you take this time like you have to deflect in supporters. But it's the weekend that one about the check reggae, but I love us.
So Neo says he's giving the coach 5 because he allows coaches to deflect when the results are not favorable, but he didn't like the fact that Coach Miguel in the presser said also the team could have been held by the numbers in the stands. There wasn't enough supporters in the stands. And Neo also says also says Easter weekend and people did the best they could, and also remember Ernest free entrance 20 rand. But the only side the side where they were separating Al Ahly supporters to Sundowns supporters. And I also think the thing is price game free entrance 20 rand is because of what happened against Esperance and the fact that we got fined. I think that's what caused the team Barry entrance 20 rand. But also still the stadium was full.
The stadium was full, guys.
It was just that portion area. The stadium was full. So I take you 5 now. If I said you must read the coach 1 or
5.
I went to 6. I could say. Because it looks at what he's taking away. It doesn't look at what he's giving. No, I can I have the honor of rating our supporters 10 out of 10. Our supporters showed up.
Definitely.
And then what I liked is that our supporters didn't act spoiled and say, oh, people came. Easter Saturday.
People came.
Easter Saturday.
Yeah.
I give our supporters 10. Guys, we are amongst the most phenomenal fan bases in this country.
Yes.
And you must never let anyone
tell you otherwise. Anyway, 90 more minutes to... That's a headline. 90 more minutes to defend the season. And no true words have been spoken. Yeah. But, I think I believe. I think if you believe with us, good on you. If you don't, next week.
Final. June.
Yeah, 24, all of us. Go Cairo, go.
24 May if you don't believe. Sharp chance.
Thank you.